What's up everybody, Silver here with another Halo Wars 2 achievement guide. This time we're doing 3 at once. We're doing all of the DLC achievements that come with Jerome-092, the new Halo Wars 2 DLC leader. So the 3 achievements that go with Jerome are And My Shadow, which is kill 25 units with Jerome's Command Mantis unit. And you can do that in multiplayer, Skirmish, or Blitz. And also Alpha and Omega, which is hijack 40 vehicles with Omega team members, which you could do in multiplayer, Skirmish, or Blitz. And finally, as always happens with all these DLC leaders, is you have to win 3 matches with them. So win 3 matches as Jerome in multiplayer, Skirmish, or Blitz. So we're going to focus on the first 2 that I mentioned, And My Shadow and Alpha and Omega. So start up a game of Strongholds on any map, doesn't matter. Take off the Fog of War, put on any beneficial skulls, like Emperor, which makes your cooldown cycle last not nearly as long. And that's also another setting you could edit in the pre-game lobby. You could actually make your cooldown to 200%, which makes it twice as fast. There's some other beneficial skulls like reducing train times on your units, so throw those on as well. So for And My Shadow, you got to use the Command Mantis, which is actually Jerome's Y ability, which is pretty freaking sweet. He has like a pet mantis that he could just have follow him around the whole map. You could split up the units, Jerome and the Mantis, but it's pretty sweet. Kind of reminds me of Freckles from Red vs. Blue. Freckles and Caboose. But you can see here I started up a game of Skirmish with Shadow here, and he is just making a bunch of infantry units and sending them to the middle of the map where my Mantis is. And you can see I'm kind of just on the edge of his units, so I'm picking them off one by one. You don't really want to send the Mantis up into the massive group because then they'll take them out with the mass fire. But if you put him right on the edge, he should be able to pick them off, and then you could slowly just move them up as you need to. And of course you could use the regeneration field, or whatever it is, regeneration drones, restoration drones, yeah. The healing unit, the healing leader power, so you could heal him back up if he ever goes down low in the health category. So this one is pretty easy. If you don't have a friend to do it with, you could just start up a game of Skirmish and play against an easy AI if you would like to. Or if you're just playing multiplayer, you'll probably just get this over time. So you have to kill 25 units with that. The next one, Alpha and Omega, is hijack 40 vehicles with Omega team members. So for this one, I actually moved up towards the enemy base, and I'm having Shadow here pump out a bunch of vehicles so I could hijack them. And you call an Omega team, which is a leader power for Commander Jerome. So unfortunately, you can't pump out ghosts. For some reason, they can't hijack ghosts. So you want to pump out either a Reaver, a Locust, or a, a Marauder. You could do Wraiths too, probably, but you want to stick to Marauders and Locusts and Reavers because they are kind of in the middle of the pack. The Wraiths will probably, we didn't even try Wraiths, but they'll probably just demolish the Spartans. Or not demolish them, but kill them a lot faster. So you'll probably go through a handful of Omega team drops just because they'll eventually get killed over time. You could use your restoration drones on them as well. So he's just pumping out a bunch of vehicles, and I'm just hijacking them as fast as I can. And the reason I'm this close to his base, and he has his base cloaked, is because that will more quickly and efficiently take out these vehicles once I hijack them. They'll just get killed by the turrets, and I won't attack the turrets or anything because it's cloaked. So if you don't have a friend to do this with in Skirmish, you could get both of these fairly easily in matchmaking. It would just take a little bit of time, but this is a very fast and easy way to do it. And the nice thing about Jerome is his units, these 2 units at least, don't disappear. So Jerome's Y ability is the Command Mantis, like I mentioned, but it doesn't just disappear after like 20 seconds or so. He stays on the map until he's dead. And same thing with Omega Team. Once you call him in, it's a leader power, and you would expect them to leave after like 30 seconds or something, but they actually just stay there until they're dead. And another thing I should mention is the fact that Omega Team needs to be called in all as one unit. So if only Leon remains on the battlefield, you can't call in August and Robert separately. You have to call them in all as one triumvirate of Spartans. That's an unnecessarily long word. And then for winning 3 matches as Jerome, you could just take turns resigning if you're playing with a friend. If you quit, it'll give your friend a win as that unit, as Jerome, if that's what he's playing as. And you can do that for any leader. It's a very quick and easy way to do it. So you resign 3 times, he resigns 3 times, and you both get the achievement. But if you don't have a friend to do it with, you could just click on this video here that just popped up on your screen. And that goes into depth about another very easy strategy to use to get 3 wins. Basically play an easy AI in Skirmish and put on the after party skull, build up a bunch of bases, and then blow up those bases, all except for one of your bases because you want to stay alive. And the After Party Skull gives you an infantry unit and also a tank whenever you blow up a base or a mini base. And to start, you want to take off the Fog of War and give yourself max supplies and power. So you can just do that all real quick, take all the plots, blow them up, get a huge army, send it right to the base, the enemy base, and blow it up really quick. So that's a short version of that strategy, but click the video that I mentioned and it'll give you some more details there. But that's it for this one, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Click like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Follow me on Twitter at HaloCompletion and on Twitch at SilverScorpion4 and Mixer at SilverScorpion4. And check out iTunes and Google Play for my podcast called Halo Conversationalists. And I'll see you guys later for more Halo achievements.